Hey everybody, welcome to Fire in the Hole. Tonight we're going to do a Spoonful Saturday. I haven't done a video. Oh, hello Lily. Are you like to do a spoonful of salsa with me? What are you doing? She went to see the smoke box. Okay. Tonight's kind of a special one because Heiko brought me this one today from the Christmas craft sale in Canada, and it's kind of funny because this Gringo's Blazing Sauces is a friend of mine. So my friend Jason Cominat, who owns Retro Rides on Spark Street, bicycle refurbishing, repairing, an everything bicycle shop on Spark Street. He told me several months ago, buddy of mine's making some great stuff. You should try it out. It's got some really great flavors. And so when I was working for Heiko 3-4 weeks ago at Carlton U, and Gringo's Blazing was set up around the corner, so I wandered over and had a little chat. And so I said, "What's your hottest thing?" And he said, "Well, he's not really into the hottest thing. That's not his. He's a shallow end kind of a guy, not a deep end kind of a guy," which I can respect. Lots of people don't like it crazy hot. Some of us maniacs still do. And then Heiko wandered over, so the two of us chatted with him for a bit, and he got us try a blueberry sauce that was really tasty, super tasty. Right away my brain said vanilla ice cream. This on vanilla ice cream would be just heavenly. So yesterday or the day before on Facebook, Gringo's Blazing announced that they had just released their hottest product to date, which is, as you can see, can I get that just right here? The Fire and Brimstone Salsa, which includes Reapers in there. So for me, that's really good news, because you put Reapers in something, that's definitely going to ramp the heat way up. That's a game changer. The Reaper is really a game changer. It's the same with your eating pods. You can eat a ghost, you might have a little trouble, but you'll survive it. You eat a scorpion, it's going to be pretty hot too. But you eat a Reaper, and it's just at another level. Let's shout out to Mike Jack. I saw him eat, I don't know, 20 Reapers or something in a minute. I don't know how anybody can do that. Cheers to Mike Jack. Meet him next weekend. That'll be awesome. So, without further ado, it's only been 2.5 minutes. Let's get down to the business at hand. And got my trusty tablespoon here. Our Spoonful Saturday. First, don't be an amateur here. A little shake. I had a look at it too under the light upstairs, and it seems to be my kind of salsa, where it doesn't have gigantic chunks, but it's gotten perfect sized chunks, like just enough to make it just a little rustic, but not enough. You're gonna choke on a piece of pepper or something like that. I don't like big, huge, chunky salsa. I like medium, smallish, chunky salsa. So, oh, right away it smells really good. Oh man, oh, that smells good. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, I'm already drooling. My mouth is watering already in the anticipation of this. So up to this point, I think my favorite salsa so far has been Mrs. Renfro's. We've been hooked on that for years. We get that as often as we can. I was pretty surprised their green one had a lot more heat than it should have for a jalapeno sauce. And so we've had many of their sauces. I still haven't tasted their Reaper or their... was it the Ghost? There was one that was really hot that I never saw in the store. But anyways, I'm dying to try this Reaper salsa. Since I've been a chili head, I really haven't had any salsas that are over the top hot. So this will be a new experience for me. It smells to me, for anyone that's had the Hellboy series from Hellfire, it smells a lot like the 2-3 sauce, like right in the middle. I don't think it's probably maybe not the Anungan Ramen, the first one, but the second one, the Hot AF, or no, the Legendary AF, or the Extreme. So I'm gonna probably guess this smells probably more like the Legendary AF, like right in the middle. It smells really good. Oh man. Okay. So I'm gonna try it first on the spoon. A nice big chunky spoonful there. Smells even better on the spoon. Oh, it smells so good. I'm really hoping this is going to punch me in the mouth, because I don't have a problem with something that tastes delicious and just doesn't have quite enough heat for my taste. I can put my death flakes on it, or I can put that the Kraken, that 1 million extract. That goes perfect in stuff like this because you won't taste it at all, but it will dial the heat up a lot. So, without further ado, 5 minutes in before I put the product in my mouth. Fire in the hole. Oh, that tastes really good. Can really taste everything in there. You can taste the onion and garlic and stuff. Lots of flavor. Heat coming now. A little bit. It's got the Reaper bitter. I can tell the signature bitterness of the Reaper. That's pretty hard to mask. Unless you put a big bunch of black cherry in there or something like that to equalize out that bitterness. Also today got some seeds for a new kind of Reaper. The Beast Reaper, I think, supposed to be what Johnny Scoville said was the tastiest Reaper he'd ever had. It didn't have any bitter in it at all. It had all the heat of the Reaper without any of the bitter. So I'm trying to get some of those grown for next season. Speaking of which, the season is over now. I'm pretty much done with my pods. I have a few babies in the garage that are still finishing up a few things, including that Peach Reaper that this got some good heat, man. Wow. Hey, hats off. This has some serious heat. I'm getting lit up a little. That's cool. That's really cool. I suspect the kids won't like it at all. I'll get to eat the whole jar to myself. All right, let's try it on a chip. So, as you can see, I got the real deal here. The Dios de los Muertos. ¿Qué pasa? These are blue and white corn tortillas. These K-Pass are our go-to for tortilla chips. They're just the yummiest. Oh, I got a blue one. Alright, so let's have a little taste of this. Because that's probably, I think salsa goes best on corn chips, if I'm not mistaken. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Dude, that's delicious. There's a reason that these things were made to go together. It's because they have a perfect natural affinity with one another. It's beyond a perfect pairing. It's it's an exquisite pairing. They complement each other so well. Just tastes so good. Oh, that's yummy. I suspect I'm going to make a pretty hefty dent in this jar tonight. So, shout out to Heiko. Can't thank you enough. Always bringing me goodies. Let's get the product in the shot. Kind of important. Encourage anyone in the Ottawa area, or not even in the Ottawa area, look up Gringo's Blazing Sauces and hit them up. If you like the salsa and you like it to be a little bit hot, or maybe it's a little more than a little bit hot, as Gazoo, my wife, always says, I'm not to be trusted. So if I say it's a little hot, most people will probably go running. I try not to fake people out. I try to be honest with my heat prediction, or my heat warning, because I do work Heiko's table too, so I have to make sure I'm not trying to hurt anyone or brutalize anyone in any way. I want them to enjoy their experience. So I find out what's the hottest thing you've had. What do you like it this hot? Do you like it that hot? Have you had one of these? Have you had one of those? And most of the time I can pretty accurately predict where they're going to come in on the range from mild to wild, right? And I would say that if you're a chili head, this salsa is going to be delicious but not quite hot enough, but also it's hot too. But I think if you're a non-chili head, this would probably be your upper limit. I think this would probably be pretty near the top of what you'd be able to withstand and not have the pain overshadow the wonderful flavor. there's a kind of a thing when it comes to super hot sauces and salsas and things, anything made with super hots. You're going to have a point of entry for amateurs, people who don't eat much hot stuff. So this is a perfect example. Gazoo had some of the pumpkin pyro at the Canada Farmers Market, and Heiko said, "Oh, you should try it." And she took a breadstick and had a little taste, and it lit her right up. It was way too hot. It was right off of her radar. So she didn't get any flavor whatsoever. The heat just instantly punched her out. And Johnny Scoville always says, as you make your journey along as a chili head, you'll start to be able to appreciate more of the flavor before the heat overtakes you, right? And because there's a threshold, there's a point where it's no longer enjoyable, where the heat gets so much that you're not enjoying the experience. It's not enhancing your food experience. It's actually hurting you, and it's not fun. So I've learned this as I went along. I've always been pushing past that line. I don't care if it's not fun. That's what I came for. So now I find that if I go back to Mad Dog 357, which initially to me was just tasted like poison, it tasted like gasoline and shoe polish. I don't know what. It tasted nasty, just nasty. And the heat would overtake you immediately. It would just be brutal. And say, well, why would anyone do that? It's so horrible. But now I go back and I can do about a teaspoon of 357. And for the first few, I would say 10, 15, 20 seconds, something like that, 10 to 20 seconds, you get the incredible flavor where it tastes just like the most incredible thing. And then the heat overcomes it. And then you can't appreciate it anymore because now it's just hurting. And it's really hot. You're panting, you're sweating, you're drooling. It's not an enjoyable experience anymore. But for me, to be able to taste that initial flavor, it's worth it. I can endure the burn. Even with the Mad Dog, the silver, the 600,000 one, same thing. I can take a spoon and maybe 5, 7, 8 seconds of just incredible flavor where I go, this stuff isn't so bad. Why does everyone hate that? Until I go, oh, that's why everyone hates this. And it's overwhelming. So getting a little long-winded here. I think the apple juice is kicking in. The Gringo's Blazing Fire and Brimstone salsa, super delicious. Highly recommend it. I can't wait to build a batch of nachos now. This will be my go-to salsa from now on. And I realized the other night that through all my fresh pod growing season, and I was eating pizzas, and then I ate some burgers, and I never made nachos. So I have a bunch of yellow scorpions upstairs, and I think maybe later I'll do a little batch of nachos with the Gringo's Blazing for the salsa, and get a whole bunch of slices. You guys watching my hot damn pizzas, you know the way I like to do it. Slice them all up, sprinkle them all over, thoroughly cover everything. And then, Gazoo bought the big block of mozzarella today, so it'll have to be mozzarella cheese. But that Costco block of mozzarella that you could kill a guy with, you know, that giant block. So I got pizzas for a few weeks, I think, and also nachos. So hot damn nachos. There you go. Roger Trier. Shout out Roger Trier. Anybody who doesn't know who Roger Trier is, check out the Hot Damn Show. Watch him make his hot damn pizzas. Totally blew my mind. The first time he did it, I don't know how many pods he put on there, but it was insane, completely insane. By the end of the pizza, there was so much sweat dripping off of me. I don't know how that guy does it. Oh, which reminds me, I didn't watch his latest one. What did he do? He drank a bottle of Last Dab Redux, the Triple X. And it didn't look like it ended well for him. He looked like he was in a little bit of distress in the thumbnail there. It didn't look like he was having fun at that point. So got to check that out too. Hot Damn Show. So shout out to Hot Damn Show. So what was Greg Lemon doing tonight? He was eating some kind of a scorpion pod, I think, some brutal scorpion pod. Let's see how that goes. I was supposed to eat my Peach Reaper tonight, but I decided against it. I couldn't find a partner, and I didn't want to do it alone. And who knows? I may just get enough apple juice into me to go crazy. I'm more worried about the cap cramps tomorrow that I'd be more worried about. All right, so let's wind it up. It's 15 minutes. Massive thank you, Gringo Blazing. Make a great salsa. Really good with the Reaper in there. I think you've kicked the heat level up to a notch where a true chili head can appreciate it. Your flavors are fresh and delicious. You really nailed it. I didn't read the ingredients because it reads like a pretty standard salsa, tomato, onion, garlic, cider vinegar, probably. He goes the natural route like Heiko. He doesn't go with distilled white vinegar. He goes apple cider vinegar, just to keep it a little more natural. And I think it really speaks for itself. When you taste it, it tastes really fresh. You can tell the difference. It's not. It doesn't taste like an off-the-shelf sauce like from the grocery store at all. So, from Fire in the Hole, been stuck at 159 subscribers. Let's see if I can break that duck. I just can't move past 159. Every day I check for weeks and it's been stuck at 159. One day it went down to 158 and I thought, oh no, I lost one. And then it was back up again in a couple of days, whatever. But I can't make 160. I just can't do it. Cheers.